Welcome to the capital city of the United States of America. We are in Washington, D.C. as Group D play continues here for the FIBA Women's World Cup qualifier. On deck, Belgium taking on #1 in the world, Team USA. Despina Barton here alongside Natalia Melendez, the former Puerto Rico national team player. We are here inside the entertainment and sports arena. USA is the favorite, but with Belgium's victory yesterday against Puerto Rico, they have a chance to seal their ticket. Natalia, how does Belgium stay on top of this class?
Hello, Despina, and hello to everybody around the world. Well, that's a great question. The thing about Belgium is, Despina, that they are no longer coming to this tournament just to participate. They are here to compete and they are here to win. So I expect a great challenge, a great war here in this court tonight. They know they're facing the #1 team of the world. There's very little space for mistakes tonight for them. The USA team is an offensive machine. They are very athletic. They are well coached. They have to control the pace of the game. Their defense needs to be smart. They need to communicate. They need to control the boards. And they need to work with that defensive transition. Move the ball. And they shot very well yesterday, 52%, and then 52% from the three-point line.
We'll find out if they can string two good games together. But first, we're going to introduce both teams, starting with technically the home squad here today, Belgium.
Number 11, the captain, Emma Leesman. Number 13, Gerard Linskens. Number 19, Big Ben Abdelkader. Number 22, Anna Mesta. Number 23, Serena Lynn Geldof. Number 31, Maxwela Isola Mbaka. Number 34, Billy Massey. And number 55, Julie Almond. Number 99, Ina Joris. Coach for Belgium is Valerie de Mori. Now let's meet the United States of America. Number 4, Jewel Lloyd. Number 5, Kelsey Plum. Number 7, Ariel Atkins. Number 12, the captain, Chelsea Gray. Number 13, Stephanie Dawson. Number 15, Alicia Gray. Number 23, Natasha Howard. Number 24, Durika Marie Hamby. Number 32, Kayla McBride. Number 41, Kelsey Mitchell. Number 43, Alyssa Thomas. And number 54, Brianna Jones. Head coach for USA, Cheryl Reeves.
And now we'll have the presentation of the flags and the national anthem first for Belgium.
For the playing of the national anthem of Belgium. Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the anthem of the United States of America.
A fresh look at Team USA, newly put together just over the last 5 days here in training camp. They're going to step out for the first time with head coach Cheryl Reeves. But before we get going, this is a look at the officiating crew tonight, Natalia. These three will have the tall task of calling a fair contest, one that we know is going to get nitty-gritty.
It will definitely be a very physical game. Very athletic guards on both teams, but also I think it's going to be an inside game tonight.
You're calling it, Natalia, an inside game as these two teams match up pretty nicely. For Team USA, again, they are the visitors, so that's why they are darker red jerseys. They are going with Lloyd, Atkins, Gray, Hamby, and Thomas is their starting five. Hamby and Thomas, newcomers to Team USA. And Atkins, very familiar to this gym. She won a WNBA championship with the Mystics.
She's at home, but also is a missing man from this Belgian team. It always feels really good to be back, you know, to the gym that used to be your home. And that's the situation we're seeing here.
Cheryl Reeves stepping out, her first head coaching here with Team USA. She's no stranger, obviously. Minnesota Lynx head coach, has won 3 WNBA Coaches of the Year honors, 6 WNBA titles, 28 years in total coaching. She has enjoyed every moment of being with this team and figuring out what their strengths are in this short period. Belgium, on the other hand, too, they had a lot of transition since we saw them in the Olympics. A new head coach and certainly a different lineup, though. You're going to want to keep your eyes on Emma Messiman, the captain, and Kara Linskins. The two cleaned up in the paint yesterday against Puerto Rico.
Yeah, Antonio Delera and Maxwell Alizoa is also there. And Julie Alleman, Linskins. She's going to be so very important for this Belgian team tonight. She's facing more stronger and more athletic players than she faced yesterday. So it's going to be a battle for her tonight.
And head coach Valerie Demery stepped in at the helm on October of 2021, just 3 months ago. He replaced Philip Mesta, and he is now the new national coach of the Belgian Cats here, former French national team member. And he's been coaching the women's game since 2005. And for those of you that might be just tuning in, Belgium and this roster and this team has been making a steady climb to global prominence the last 4 and 5 years, and they have a real opportunity here to play spoiler.
Yes, they have only faced in the senior level each other one time, and it was in the last World Cup that was taking place in Tenerife, Spain. It was a very interesting game because USA won by 16, but on the third quarter they lost by 15. So it was a very close first quarter, very close second quarter, and the last one. But on the third one, and when you play a game like USA, you have to take quarter by quarter, and you got to be very careful not to lose by a lot of points because the catch-up game, it's almost impossible against them.
So for Team USA, this is going to be making their first appearance here in the FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup 2022 qualifying tournament. Because they did win the Olympics, they already have their ticket sealed to Sydney. So what this is about is carrying on that rich tradition of USA basketball. And when I talked to Coach Reed before this contest, she said for these women that are stepping out, it's a moment for them to show how much basketball means to them for their country. Also, she noted, which I thought was fascinating, Natalia, is that you're going to feel a pressure like you've never felt before because the rest of the world wants to knock you off.
Yeah, of course. Everybody else wants to knock the USA, and because they are so powerful, it's a great challenge. And it's going to be, you know, when teams don't have the talent and they are aware of that, they will come out to hit, to play hard, to try to do all the things to get a little bit of control over the game. But they are very aware of that. This USA team program, it's amazing. They almost a 69-game winning streak in official FIBA competitions. And the streak began with the 2006 World Cup runs. And after that, they haven't lost a game.
USA, Belgium. Overall, there are 16 teams competing to be one of the final 12 to advance to Sydney. 14 games across 3 continents. We are here in North America, Washington, D.C. for Group D action. Despina Barton alongside Natalia Melendez, the former Puerto Rico national team player. And we get our first taste of this new era, USA and Belgium. Linskin's already in the circle. She's ready to get this one started.
She's so ready. I can only imagine how nervous they are right now, knowing that this is going to be a very tough game for both teams.
Diarca Hamby will jump for USA. And so here goes the first possession again. These teams have only been together for a few days. Chemistry has been critical to establish. Gray, pull-up jumper, 10 feet, nails it.
That was beautiful. She used her shoulder to leave the defense behind her.
Iman down low, off the fingertips. Couldn't be tracked down by Linskins, an early turnover.
Let's take a look at the last play right there. See how she's, slowing down her speed, use her shoulder, boom. The first two.
So Chelsea Gray here, the captain for Team USA, trying to feed it into Lloyd. This one results in a turnover. Backdoor feed, give and go. Corner shot up. Delara misses. Gray to reset off the screen. Thomas high, low, feed to Hamby. She gets some contact. They're going to call the foul before the shot.
She sealed the defense very well. And that's how she got that open pass. Let's see, replay there. See how she sealed the player? Boom. That was the pass. And Linskins, it's going to have to work on really hard tonight, because that's going to happen very often.
Curling right on cue. Lloyd off front rim. Linskin secures the board. Backdoor
Nice.
cut, feed is in and good. Ariel Atkins, very familiar with this gym. Give and go, Thomas trails, no, it won't drop. One thing Coach Reeves said was really dangerous and stood out about this Belgium team is their synergy, their ability to feed off one another. She said they got older and wiser since she last saw them in those World Cup games. Wow.
Great.
Atkins with the stroke.
Also talking about Belgium, this is a team that have not had many changes in the last 4 years. So they know each other very well. They have grown together.
And like you pointed out, Natalia, this is the seniors team for Team USA. Gray all alone, steal and convert. But this isn't even the team that we will see play in the World Cup.
No, probably not. USA, they're so powerful when it comes to basketball. They can have like 5 teams. They will all be, really great. But we'll probably see some changes, yes.
Niesemann thought she had some contact there, fighting on the floor. We're going to have a jump ball call. Efforts will pay out for Belgium.
Defense was right there. Great hands. Boom.
Lissoa set to inbound. Fought for that last possession. So 14 seconds on the shot clock. Niesemann, jumper. Will it
No.
and no! Rolls off the right rim.
And that's something you don't see that often.
Now again, Belgium did play yesterday against Puerto Rico. Team USA, this is their first appearance in the tournament. So coming off some well-rested legs. Lefty shots off for Atkins, staying with it. Thomas. Feet up top. Jumper, Hamby, it's off. Aliman reading the floor. Messiman, one-on-one, it goes this time. First bucket is in for Emma.
Great communication between Linskins and Messiman.
And shadowing Hamby, Linskins had a hand on that ball.
I think that's a dangerous foul because I think that's her second. Yeah, that's her second personal foul. She's going to go to the bench. There's a replay there. Good pass. Messiman read very well what was happening. She cut to the middle. She received. And she was effective.
Few substitutions now. Ben Abdelkader steps on. Eliswa takes a break. Hamby bricks the first one.
Hamby plays for Las Vegas Aces in the WNBA. She was also 2 times a WNBA Sixth Woman of the Year, 2021 WNBA All-Star. She's been in the WNBA for 7 years.
Aliman being closely guarded there from Atkins. And the contact out on the wing.
United States now, number 24, here down the wing, that's her first personal and team's first.
She was trying to avoid, the defense was trying to avoid for that pass to go inside. A little bit way too aggressive there.
Abdelkader with the ball. She had a few critical three-pointers in yesterday's contest. A miss on the cut for Rizimo. Gray looks forward. Feed into Hamby, turn, shoot up with the right, and one!
She moves so well without the ball. She's always giving the passer a choice because she will not stay still. She'll keep moving. There you see. That was a great pick and roll there. Good footwork.
3 straight misses from the free throw line. There for Hamby. Massey smothered. Here you go, high-low on the other end. This one goes down. Lead cut to 3.
And that's all that Belgium's been doing from the beginning of the game. They are working on that pick and roll and trying to get the ball inside. They are working on an inside game right now.
Atkins comes back for it. Hamby, Messiman had a hand right over her head.
Substitution, United States, Brianna Jones.
Hamby steps off. Brianna Jones and Alicia Gray on for Team USA.
Everybody in this USA team have played in the WNBA. Last time we saw this USA team playing in the America Cup, most of them were NCAA players, and this time they came with all pro players.
That's right, because in Puerto Rico last June, the America Cup team that was led by Don Staley, at the time it was during the season for the WNBA.
Yes.
So you saw the creme de la creme of the NCAA making their appearance.
It was beautiful seeing them play. They still got gold.
Great defensive hands there, Jewel Lloyd.
The defense stood behind there.
Into the post they go with Jones. One-on-one. Linskins powers through for the rebound. Aliman to Linskins. Right wing, deep, she gets it for 3.
And the basketball from Linskins, but who made that happen was Julie Alleman by attacking that gap and making the defense move.
Gray back to Jewel Lloyd, top of the key, tries to counter, it's a miss. Jones keeps it in play. Bangs down low, and this one's gonna go against Linskins, potentially her 3rd here.
I was very surprised that she was not at the bench after the second foul. That's a dangerous foul for Belgium. She's a contact player. She'll hit you. That's, you know.
Open look for Lloyd. Off. Put back Jones. The Connecticut Sun forward gets on the board.
And that's USA's second offensive rebound of the game.
And so now Belgium having to work with a smaller lineup. Abdelkader on the floor, jump ball. It's going to go the other way.
Good defense. Thomas was attacking the screen.
Yep, one thing that Coach Reeves told me before this contest was going to be the defense, and it being key, Natalia, and the fact that they need to defend without fouling.
Yes, and both of these teams are very, at least in the perimeter, very aggressive. Guards are on top of each other, full court.
Chelsea Gray hitting the deck. And this will go back to the Cats' favor. Romet running the point as Aleman gets a breather. Pick and roll, kicks out to Abdelkader, and that's a shot she made a couple times yesterday.
She was very important. I put on my notes that two players from Belgium are going to be very important today. Abdelkader and Maxwella. I believe they were the we know what Messeman will do. We know what Aleman will do. We know what Linsken is capable of. But these two players needs to be on their top-notch game tonight.
Floater from Abdelkader, a miss. Nearly got it back, and we're rolling with Kayla McBride. To Thomas, dribble, extra pass, no good. McBride to take out the inbound here. Member of the Minnesota Lynx, Notre Dame grad from Erie, PA. Not too far away from here, so you can bet her parents are probably here.
Nice.
Jones taking the contact. No go. Belgium keeping everything flowing. Squaring up, Geldof. Gray, a member of the 3-on-3 gold medal team for USA. Chelsea Gray, the captain, a miss. And we're just getting our legs going here, Natalia. Couple empty possessions for both teams. Faking baseline, and no, she'll step out of bounds. A turnover, courtesy Geldof.
She was out of balance there. So her intentions were good because defense was a little bit out of balance too. So she decided to attack to the baseline. She tripped.
Gray getting a shadow here. That of Lisa Riment. Football pass into Jones. She's still spinning. Finds the kiss off the glass. Jumper, no good for Abdelkader, but she'll get a pair on the free throw line. The foul going up against, that looks like Alicia Gray.
Yeah, that's her first.
A beauty from Abdelkader.
Abdelkader was not with this team in the last Eurobasket, which was the last tournament that Belgium played. She's playing. She's currently playing in Russia with Denika Sidikivartin.
She had 16 points last night. And those 2 free throws were her first of today's contest.
She was 66% for the three-point line. She had 4 of 6.
Jones, open bunny, misses. Saved by Delara. And the rest of the Cats will catch up. Lefty shot up and tackled. Rissimo will get 3 now.
And again, Belgium is working that pick and roll. And usually the pass will not go to the roll, will go to the opposite side for the shooter. They have been very consistent doing that, and that's exactly what they did on that last play.
Simon checks back in. And Belgium able to chip this game a whole lot tighter from the free throw line.
They shot very well, over the 90% from the free throw line last night.
The lefty misses the 3rd, tracks it down, and we'll get another possession. Baseline jumper, she's on the board, Emma Messiman.
Once again, they are attacking the basket when the defense collapsed, when the defense close the attack, the offensive players are getting open, and they are getting open shots.
It's a tied ball game. USA led by as many as 5 here in the first quarter, off the foot of Chelsea Gray. Coach Reeves staying steady here.
See that pick and roll. Missy man gets open.
Sierra. Ramette head down, dribbling forward, back out to Delara. Messiman goes baseline, takes 2 on. Kelsey Plum won a gold medal in Tokyo last year, part of that 3-on-3 team. Howard turn, shoot. 15 seconds to go. Ball passed down to Messiman. She hits the deck. Errant pass, has to get tracked down, and we're going back court.
And that's Belgium's 6th turnover of the game. Julie Alleman is back in the game.
6.6. Plum with the rock. Open look, top of the key, Howard. It's short, no go. And after the first 10 minutes of action, it's 15-15. We're knotted up here at the FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup 2022 qualifying tournament.
And it's a game that it's tight right now, 15-15. And Despina, I must tell you, I don't think USA have taken bad shots. They're just not making them because they are looking for girls in the players in the inside, but they're not going in. Also, they had some open shots. They are shooting only 36% from the field goal, and when you go to the three-point line, which is something they said it was one of their strengths, they are 1 of 7 so far, 14%, and they have not been able to go to the free throw line either.
First 10 minutes are in the books, and this is what you missed. Some backdoor action early. Delara on the receiving end for Linskins, but Linskins 3 fouls here in the first 10.
Yes, I was very surprised that she stayed in the game because it was early. She had her second when it was early. And that sometimes happens. And, the coach decided to keep the player in the game, and she had her third.
Chelsea Gray, the captain, picking pockets. Showing us she's got some speed, too.
USA have 2 steals in the game. Julie Alleman with the ball. Inside out to Linskin. Inside to Meziman. Points for her. Again, Alleman to Linskins from another angle. And you know she's dangerous.
Remember, for all of you guys watching at home, for complete coverage of the FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup qualifying tournaments, don't hesitate to visit the official FIBA website. You can just scan this QR code right on your screen right now. I promise you, you'll find comprehensive blend of content. We're talking latest news, stats, photo galleries, and video highlights. And hit up the social channels too. Follow at FIBA WWC on Instagram and Twitter. They're doing some really fun stuff with these athletes when they're not on the court. You get to see behind the scenes photos and just their personalities come out. It's a lot of fun.
It's very fun. Despina and Belgium so far doing a great job on the rebound boards. They have 13, 3 of them offensive rebounds. But more important than everything, they are not giving this USA team any second chances.
McBride in out. Plum takes the shot from the wing. She hits it. Kelsey Plum's first ball goes in.
And that's the second three-pointer of the game for USA.
Nessima, baseline, nice little counter.
And they might want to be a little bit more aggressive on Missy Man. She looks too comfortable.
She's got 6 points here tonight. Atkins draws the double. Head down, takes it hard to the left. And she'll get to shoot a pair.
And Antonia Delaire is putting so much pressure on Ariel Atkins. It's the replay there. He can pop. And again, Atkins. She's receiving a lot of pressure, but because she was playing one-on-one, she decided to attack to the left side of the court. And again, she's very good at using her shoulder to leave the defense behind her. She's very strong.
Misses the second. Put back. Will keep the ball here. Great effort by Brianna Jones, the 26-year-old member of the Connecticut Sun. Yep, this Team USA won gold in Tokyo, gold in the America Cup. They've already secured their ticket to the World Cup. They're the reigning World Cup champions. Any list you're looking at, they're on the top. Kayla McBride, 29-year-old.
And shooting way better, the USA in this second quarter.
Nissimam, back door. Delera kicks it out, taken away. Plum's all over it. Get out of here. Surveying into Howard. Beautiful feed. It won't go. Pulling it out was Jones. We'll try it again. Jones straight up goes right at Missy Man and earns the 2.
And these 5 players from the USA that are in the court right now are looking more energetic, more aggressive, led by Plum.
Alemano finds herself with an open lane, kicks it to the baseline, a miss. In there with the great hands is Rizimal. Messiman will take her player. High-low, very close together, a miss by Gildoff. Would you have made that pass, Natalia?
Yes, you know what? I was just thinking of that. It was close. A lot of traffic. But I think it was clean.
It's almost like this team is so unselfish.
It is. From everybody, you don't see a player that would try, because they know their strength it's that. Their strength is that everybody, it's part of what's happening in the offensive side. Yesterday they had 4 players in double figures. This is a team that the one that is alone is the one that is gonna shoot.
You're looking at Kelsey Plum, the 27-year-old guard, plays for the Las Vegas Aces. And I saw some coaches here from Las Vegas Aces in attendance. She's already won a gold with Team USA in the 3-on-3 team.
She's one of the USA players' sweetheart, because she also won a World Cup gold medal. She won the 3-on-3 on Tokyo, which was the first time that sport, basketball 3-on-3 was in an Olympic competition, and she was there. And she was also the 2021 sixth woman of the WNBA this year.
Her trophy room is stacked.
She's a winner.
Great read by Aleman, cutting cross court. Alyssa Thomas will inbound here for USA. USA with their largest lead by 8. Talera will go past Plum, and there left sitting in her place, Billy Massey, the finishing touch. Ariel Atkins over to Plum. Remember, Atkins here with the Rock, won a WNBA championship in this gym. And a foul here called against Belgium, but the last basket they had.
Again, they attacked the gap, the defense helped, and the rotation from the opposite side, from the USA, is just not there. And the Belgium keep doing the same thing. They are attacking the gap and finding the open player.
McBride behind the screen, misses. Messiman holds on. Cross court, last touch with a streaking Guerra.
That's Belgium's 8th turnover.
And so welcome back to the court, De'Erica Hamby. We'll see Brianna Jones take a breather for Team USA. Atkins pull-up jumper, free throw line, misses. Hamby sticking around. Messiman has the size advantage here. Plum pesky as heck, and she still gets it to go down.
Unbelievable.
Messiman with 8 points here today. McBride pump fake, takes the lane, blocked by Messiman.
And there she's been, defense by Plum. She knows it's a mismatch. She tried to attack, then she looks for the pass. Good basket.
I can see why Plum hits them. She's got 400,000 followers on Instagram, and she's making some highlights here today.
I have to tell you something. Today I went to lunch, right? And when we go to lunch, right next to the table, there's the gym. And she was the only one working out there. They also had shooting practice, but she was also working out
Massey
in the gym.
hands it back out. Talera, the land, no. Aleman sticking her hand, rips Hamby, but USA recovers. Backdoor look to Atkins. Right idea, bad pass though.
4th turnover for the USA. That was a great basket because Julie Aleman was right in front of her.
Look at that angle, the top of the rim. FIBA, man, you are spoiling us. 7-point lead for Team USA here in the second quarter. You're watching the FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup 2022 qualifying tournament. This is Group D play. Belgium with a victory here today will seal up their ticket to Sydney in the World Cup. USA already has secured their ticket after they won gold in Tokyo. We have 4 teams in Group D. Puerto Rico, USA, Belgium, and Russia. 3 will get to advance. Plum backed out of going at Linskins. Hamby, though, get out of my way! Dierga Hamby laying down the hammer. Linskins on the floor, playing with 3 fouls. Getting a little queasy every time she sets up screen. Linskins, Hamby, here comes the double. Pass thrown away. Hamby didn't need to dribble. That right there is a textbook transition. USA on a 17-6 run, Natalia.
And everything is happening from the defensive side. The rotation are spot on right now. They are stealing some balls and they are running down the court. I have to say it. I think when Kelsey Plum came to the game, the whole energy, they established a faster game for the USA that it's working for them. Nothing was happening half court, Despina. They established the fast break game and they are looking way better.
Reste à l'opposé, il n'y a personne qui vient en soutien. Il faut que quelqu'un vienne en soutien arrière, qu'on puisse relancer après de l'autre côté. Ok? Là, on a joué intérieur, ils sont venus doubler. Ici, j'avais la possibilité de rentrer dans une passe pour Kiki, et elle nous donne le ballon, parce qu'elle est doublée. Il faut donner une solution au porteur. On n'est plus assez généreux pour venir donner un soutien au porteur pour l'instant. D'accord? On va essayer de s'améliorer un petit peu là-dessus. Ok. Le prochain système, je veux être tranquillement, je croise, je trouve une bonne sortie, j'enchaîne peut-être un pick and pop. Ok. Ouvre vers le bas. Allez.
Natalia, if you're Coach Demori at this point, how do you slow Team USA down?
They have to make, because USA got to establish that fast break game because Belgium is making way too many turnovers and they are running every time down the court. They have 9 turnovers so far. So I think the coach was talking to them about how to be patient again in offense and how to keep taking the ball to the post players but not standing on the line. From what I saw where he was drawing, he was asking them to keep moving, to cut to the basket, not to stand still.
Filera off the screen. Had a look, Linskins pulling it back out. Aleman straight to the rack. And we know time after time when offense isn't going, you gotta attack.
Yes, definitely. They only have 6 points in almost 7 minutes of the game. So Julie Aleman decided there to attack the right side and she was effective.
First point for Aleman today.
She's playing pro in France with the LDLZ Asvel Feminine.
And she'll hit them both here. Cuts the lead to single digits. So Misimon back out. Linskins. There's hot hand from Alda Kadar. And USA with the ball. Jewel Lloyd, the former first overall draft pick in the WNBA. I think there's actually a few of those on the court here, which is crazy. Misimone with the screen. Linskins there. A foul coming off of Atkins.
So how they insist on giving the ball to Miss the side, that's exactly what the coach has during the timeout. Great defense there. If somebody can guard a big girl that can put the ball on the floor, is Missy Man. Because she's tall, but she's athletic and she can move.
Unfortunately, there's only one Misimon.
There's only one Missy Man. But we'll have her for a long time because she's so young.
But this USA team, it looks so far, I mean, their strength is in the numbers. They've got so much depth, and Abdel Kadar with a timely jumper. Left alone, enough space. Gray couldn't make them pay there. We're running The Cats in transition.
Good defense.
And Team USA was here yesterday. They watched the entire Puerto Rico-Belgium contest. They saw this team get hot. Ripped from behind. Gray. And Chelsea Gray now pushed out of bounds, a foul against Belgium.
They were here, they had practice. And then after practice, they changed and they, so for the game, but they work like for, I saw her like for 2 hours. Oh, you were here too.
Chelsea Gray going after that loose ball.
Great hustle there.
The trap. And now an offensive foul against Team USA. We saw Abdelkader hit the deck. This one going out against Jewel Lloyd.
And that's her first.
Lissawa back on the floor. Those two X Factor players you talked about, Natalia, on the floor right now for Belgium and the Cats.
They are both two-way players. They are very good offensively, but they usually have defensive homework.
Alicia Gray read that class assignment, though.
And Alicia Gray was one of the players that we also saw during Tokyo, during the Olympics, because she was Plum's teammate during the 3-on-3 Olympic event.
3 of the 4 Team USA 3-on-3 gold medalist team are on this roster. We have yet to see Stephanie Dawson.
Yes. She was also the WNBA 2017 Rookie of the Year, and she won one championship with South Carolina in the NCAA on 2017 under Dawn Stanley.
Momentum being guarded tightly by Lloyd. Skip pass, risky behavior. Messiman now one-on-one with Thomas. She'll keep her on her. Messiman 4 for 7 from the field today. 8 points, leading the way for Belgium. We'll take up some real estate here at the charity stripe.
So we play there, good spin move. Last competition Belgium was active was at the FIBA Eurobasket. They finished in the 3rd place. They beat Belarus. This happening by John Municipal in Spain. And then after that, no, before that, they were at the Olympics, where they made it to the quarterfinals, and they lost in the quarterfinals against Japan. And Japan finished winning that silver medal.
Thomas spin move, feed down low on the box.
Nice.
Points, count them. USA back on the board. And that one's going to force Belgium to take a timeout. USA up by 10.
Because now the offense from USA, it's looking more diverse. Besides the fast break, now they are establishing the half-court game, looking for the girls in the post, and it's working.
En attaque, ils sont plus gênés sur ce genre d'écran.
Good pass. Well, was a loose ball there.
De rouler avec le soutien arrière. Et regardez bien ça. D'accord? Les filles, il reste 1 minute 11. L'objectif, c'est de ne pas faire de turnover. Donc si on peut jouer vite, on joue vite, sinon on travaille. Allez, go! Allez, one, two, three.
Team USA keeping the Cats out of reach at this point.
20 points from the bench of this USA team. And 18 points in the paint.
USA picking them up, 3-quarter court. Net. Finding the open shooter on the baseline. No, Messi man fading away, tries to stay in there. Rebound knocked out of the hands, and recovering it is Lissoa.
Maxwella, once again, going after those loose balls. She's all heart.
47.7 seconds left here in the second quarter. Belgium looking to stay in this contest, a victory today, and they qualify for Sydney. Gray taking it herself, tipped away, blocked by Messiman on the floor. We're seeing a slew of players. Underneath the dog pile is Thomas.
It was maybe a forced play there. Too much traffic.
So here we go, 29 seconds, about 8 seconds differential between the game clock and the shot clock. Meant off the screen, the pick and roll, not an option this time, and Risawa throws it away. Gray lays it in on the left. Easy money for Team USA. Pull-up jumper, deep. It's a miss. Messiman tries to get up the final shot. Will they count it? The officials talking it over. No shot. So at the end of the first 20 minutes, it is Team USA up by 12, 38-26. The officials will take this time to make sure they got the call right, and we'll review.
So it is conclusive that the ball is in the hands while we have the red lights on the screen, so it's out of touch. No ball. We are staying with the initial of the decision, no basket. Okay? No basket.
Well, you couldn't be clearer than that, Natalia.
No basket. First quarter was tied to 15. The second one, the USA beat the Belgium by 12 points. That's the difference right now. We saw a different USA team. I think that second unit was much energetic, more effective. They established the fast break game. After that, they were able to play some half-court game, use the post players. They look with more rhythm, and at the same time, Belgium's offense looked a little bit still. They stopped moving, which is something they need to do and keep doing, because that's what made Belgium Belgium, that they are never still, they move, they always have options. They also have 12 turnovers. That's way too many. I want to give credit to the USA defense, but they have 12 points from those 12 turnovers.
That's hard to make up. 12 turnovers for the Cats that are down by 12. A look at the first half highlights here. Backdoor action worked so early and often for Belgium. Their bread and butter.
Julie Elleman, Tulinskins, a great cut. Perfect basket by Antonia Del Aire. Del Aire against. Great defense, good hands. Chelsea Gray. She's been one of the best for the USA team. That was from another angle. She flew down the court. Julie Allemand, change of speed. Tulinskins, high-low, miss the man, spin. Points for her. Again, and playing for another angle. Great eye communication there. Assist for Linskin, basket for Missiman. Lloyd with the ball. Great cut there. Good feet move. Humby. Gray. To Humby. Great, great, great move. Plum coming off the bench. That's her first 3 of the game. She had 2. It was a great pass. She was wide open. And yes, sir, she doesn't need much space. She's good. Come to Kyla McBride. From another angle. Villiers. Attack in the middle. Good pass. Better basket. Billy Macy.
So Team USA showing off all their weapons here in the first 20 minutes. They lead by 12, 38-26. It's halftime. Stick around. We'll be right back.
Who will you become when the moment arrives and you're carrying the expectations of an entire nation, representing your people and their dreams, the colorful faces in the streets, the screaming fans in the stands? It's time to make your move. All eyes on you, all hope, all heart. Because when you win for all.
Over to Musa. Oh, nice hang time from Musa.
Another turnover. And Linskin, she is the go-to feeder for Belgium.
Oh, she gets swatted.
How good has Stankovic been tonight defensively?
How about Gandega? Gandega getting her first 2 points of the game.
Good job, nice pass there by Talbot.
He puts it on the floor, to the lane, 2 and 1. And I don't think I can describe it any better than you just did. There's a team with heavy legs on the floor, and they're in red.
Repair, will it be her third three? Yes, it will. 12. Goodness.
Wow, what a deep Charlton has to throw up the 3, gets it!
Unbelievable. Carlton, sensational shot with the shot clock running down.
Gotta get the 3 or they're gonna foul him so they don't let him take it. Nope, they get the block shot, and that's how it finishes incredibly. Well, Serbia's defense in the end.
Needs a pass, they go for the flare, and they only get it 2 on 1, going the other way. The penetration goes upstairs with a pretty play for 2. And Tokashki gets Japan rolling.
Welcome back here inside the Entertainment and Sports Arena. We are in Washington, D.C. for the FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup 2022 qualifying tournament. This is Group D, and it's halftime. USA out in front, and this is how they've been doing it. Their leading scorer through the first 20 minutes, Brianna Jones.
The way she moves without the ball, always giving options to her teammates. Beautiful cut there. An offensive rebound. She's been very strong on the boards. She knows this US team needs her to be strong on the boards. Again, working one-on-one on the post against Misiman. She have 8 points in the game. Very smart.
And you said it, Natalia. It's Misiman on the other side that's causing havoc on defense and in offense. But they're going to need more from her these next 20 minutes.
You know what? Nothing is easy against with Misiman because every shot that she's taking is contested. She's been receiving a lot of pressure from the USA team. She keeps trying and trying and trying. She will just never give up. An open basket. She gives you a lot of choices. She can play the post. She can play front in the basket.
9.6 rebounds, a pair of blocks for the veteran and WNBA champion here in this building in 2019 for the Washington Mystics.
A great effort by Plum there. Good luck for Misiman.
Misiman unrattled, but now game planning of how to change and turn the tide here. Her team is down by 12. It's 26-38 here at the midway point of the FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup qualifying tournament. Again, you're watching Group D here in Washington, D.C. I'm Despina Barton. Natalia Melendez, my colleague today, the former Puerto Rico national team player and international basketball extraordinaire, because you've watched a lot of hoops over the years, and you were telling me before this contest the steady climb and progression of this Belgium squad. They have an opportunity here to play upset.
Yes, they've been playing for FIBA for a long time, but it's been the last 5 years really that for Belgium, you know, so many good things are happening. They classified for the first time to a World Cup in Spain. They ended up in the 3rd place, which was amazing. Imagine participating in a World Cup for the first time in your life and then also winning a medal. And then after that, they went to Tokyo, and as I said, they no longer going to this tournament just to participate. They want to win. This team believes they can dominate the world of basketball, and they lost in the quarterfinals, but they lost against Japan by 1 point, which is the team that ended up winning the silver medal. So, you know, and for their advantage, this is a team that stayed. They have not suffered many changes, Despina, and at this level, this is very important. That's something you really have to admire about the USA team. Every time they go to a competition, you'll see probably 8, 7 players, because they're so talented. And yes, they are talented, but you have to give them credit by the fact that in so long, you know, short amount of time, they get ready to compete with the best of the world, because they are not playing a local tournament. They are playing with the best of the world. So, you know, it's not easy for them, and they've been doing it for so many years. So, yes, both teams deserve a lot of credit. USA having a beautiful history. They're the most dominant team in the world for years. In the case of Belgium, the last 5 years have been just wonderful for them, and I just can't wait to see more of this team in the future.
Belgium on the up and up, and Team USA doing what they do with a shakeup in their complete roster. When we saw Team USA step out last in June for the AmeriCup in Puerto Rico, It was head coach Don Staley and a group of youngsters and the leaders of the NCAA.
Yes.
So here we're looking at a completely retooled roster, all WNBA players playing for Cheryl Reeves here, who indeed leads the Minnesota Lynx. She's won 6 WNBA titles, 28 years in the game as a head coach in college or the WNBA level, 3-time WNBA Coach of the Year. She was a part of Team USA when they won gold in Tokyo, gold in the AmeriCup. They are the reigning World Cup champions. She remembered playing in Spain. And one thing she took away from this Belgium team when they last met, she says they're older and they're wiser.
Yes.
This team really intimidated her.
Yes, yes. And she knows. I saw the practice yesterday, and there was not a moment of being relaxed. They were working really, really, really hard. She's also been the assistant coach to 5 gold medals as an assistant coach for the USA team. That includes 2016 and 2020 US Olympic team, 2014, 2018 World Cup team, and the 2019 USA AmeriCup team. We had the opportunity to see her with Adia Barnes, with Dawn Stanley in the last competition. It was amazing. As I said yesterday, this USA team is not only amazing because you get to see all these wonderful players, but when you take a look at the staff, they're rock stars. You love to see them perform and do so much in such a short time.
And on her staff, by the way, is the head coach of the Mystics, Mike Thibault. You just saw him on your screen a moment ago. It is a star-studded affair for Team USA in Belgium. We'll try to slow them down here.
Ariel's over here, Chelsea, AT. So Jewel, drop a little bit, get open. I want you to go this way. Chelsea. Sorry, go this way. Come back and get it. Jewel, fly off the flare. Fly off the flare. AT, after you flare, shape up. Chelsea, hit AT. AT turn. Jewel, back door. If it's open, you bounce it to her. If it's not open, Jewel, you keep going. Now let's go play an aerial. Jewel, get back out for a U-turn. Got it? Hey, yeah.
So coming back this way, get me back to
Yeah, hit the back. Go off the flare. Pause. Boom, back door. Okay?
Would you touch out? All right, all right.
Wait for 18 to get it, so it makes that person kind of suck in. Okay? So flare. Go off the flare. AT shapes up. Okay? Erica and Chelsea are over here. We're turning and coming at you. Back door. Hey, that without fouling. Let's go. Together on 3. 1, 2, 3. Together. We're going to test our switches. Make sure we're running.
So we're going to see if they can pull that off. Were you following, Natalia, all the swinging?
Kind of. This is a team that moves the ball very well, and they have great perimeter shooters. So let's see if they come with a better percentage in the third quarter, because what really took this game up for the USA was the bench players. So it's a great challenge for these 5 now to start the game. This is a low-score game. It's only 38-26. And if you take as a consideration that Belgium is losing for 12 points and they're not having any point in the fast break, they are shooting 1 of 8 in the 3-point line, and they have 12 turnovers, I think that's good business for them.
Thomas going to work early. The glass didn't help her there as Aliman surveys. Little high-low. Kiss off the glass goes in for Kiara Linskens.
Every quarter starts with linking on the inside.
All right, give and go. Thomas, the cutter, left alone for a good look. Gray, no. Aliman throws it right into the hands of Thomas, reading that one from the get-go. Wild shot goes up for Jones. Excuse me, Hamby.
So that's a turnover number 13 for Belgium. Alyssa Thomas attacking the basket, good pass.
Gray to inbound, goes to the baseline, set shot up and good for Lloyd.
her first three-pointer of the game.
A handoff back to Aleman. Wing will reset to the top. Shot clock is expiring, and it counts!
What?
What a shot! Courtesy, Laura Rizimo. 10-point ball game. Off the hands of Thomas. She waves her hand, it was on me.
That had to be the basket of the tournament so far, Despina.
We'll get another look
Oh my
here.
God.
The lefty whipping it up for three. Alaman baseline. How about the Godar? Trying to string a couple together here and gain some momentum. Left alone, Thomas. She'll get an easy two.
Yeah, it was an easy basket for her. No defense there.
Feed into Misaman. Atkins wanted the call for the pin. Open look, baseline, Ben Abdelkader in and out. Hamby, toe to toe there with Linskin's no whistle. Scary for a moment. Linskin's on the floor playing with 3 personal fouls. Aleman taking Atkins, beating her to the hoop.
Yes, that was pretty. She used a change of speed. Help didn't came from the opposite side.
Thomas looking for some help. Gray with 3 on the shot clock. Hits it. Chelsea Gray now with 6 points for Team USA.
Very smart. That mid-range shot is almost extinct. Players no longer want to use it. This is something she dominates.
Listening right back to the hands of Elma Kadar, and she hits it for 3. We see early what this Belgium team is trying to do, Natalia.
And she try until she finally got this 3-point in this third quarter. She have the green light. Even if she misses, she's gonna continue shooting that ball because she have trust in her abilities of making those.
9-point game. Belgium trying to inch into it, but no way. Hamby says, I'm spreading this thing back out.
She have 6.
Gotta be our most offensive start to a quarter here today. High-low tip goes in. Linskins, too valuable in this contest to be sitting down.
And now the offensive's on for both teams.
You talked about the first half being low scoring, and now it seems nobody can miss. Alyssa Thomas there. USA back out in front by 12. And we'll show you what's transpired here these last couple of minutes.
Great pass there. Hamby with the 3. Good screen. Missiman to Abdelkader. Ha, boom. She tried until she finally got her that 3 on this third quarter.
So during that dead whistle, Belgium did a whole lineup change here. So some fresh legs. Rimet pull-up jumper. Rizimo miss. Alicia Gray. Jones backing up her opponent. Get out of my way. Just a stronger move there over Massey.
One-on-one, one-on-one, she's very complicated. She can dominate.
Dellera to Vermette. 6 on the shot clock. Tipped away. Great hands from Team USA. Got to get up something quick. Floater does, but it's a miss.
Shot clock violation.
USA has their largest lead of the game by 14. Gray, hot pass in to the post, a whistle. A foul against number 23, Geldof. The 6'5", 24-year-old trying to battle down low. Outside, Gray lets it fly. Tracks down her own rebound. And now Chelsea Gray will go to work on the baseline. Clears out the space, makes them sweat and drills it.
She's so good.
We're playing some street ball here.
We had, yeah. See how they were expecting her to pass the ball, and she only needs a little bit of space. She'll take it.
And that one gonna force Belgium here to take a timeout. Down by 16.
Great crossover there. They were expecting her to pass the ball. She only needs a little bit of space. She have a fast release of the ball.
On va prendre les box out, on essaie de tenir les rebonds. On n'est plus dans le rythme. On est redevenu une équipe gentille. On peut pas contre eux être gentil. Donc on garde l'agressivité. Et quand on est fatigué, on sort. Si c'est 3-4 minutes, c'est à fond. Ok? En attaque, on se replace. Regardez bien sur tout ce qui est pick and pop. Quand elle était toute seule, t'as été chercher le jeu à l'opposé. Le jeu, il était là. Ok? Donc on regarde bien maintenant. Allez, let's go. Alors, allez. 1, 2, 3. Allez.
I don't understand French, Natalia, but I'm pretty sure he was talking about some rebounding and communicating.
Defense, yes, a little bit of everything, because Belgium looks very relaxed right now. This third quarter is 16, but you see, I want to give credit to what USA is doing as well, because they are putting a lot of pressure in defense and they are moving the ball very well. And that first quarter that we saw from USA, they were moving the ball as well, but they were not making those baskets. Now they are making the basket. Joe Lloyd have taken charge and Gray of what's going on in the game.
Dior to Vermette. Here you go, some give and go, high, low. Geldof gets a 2. Gray, the backdoor cut finish there, McBride.
It's a great pass by Gray. The defense just fall asleep there.
Massey turning, looking for options. Quick, the double team pounces. Got UCF, the USA, and then the floater. Dellera catching them sleeping. Chelsea Gray feed down low to Thomas. Around the horn we go. Gray takes baseline. That ball's tipped. No, there's a foul. It's gonna go up against number 34, Billy Massey.
Yeah, she was very smart there because she knew the defense came out, but it was unbalanced. And she took an elbow to her forehead. That hurts, Despina. That hurts a lot.
So we'll see the former South Carolina star here on the free throw line. She also part of that 3-on-3 gold Olympic squad for Team USA, and she plays for the Dallas Wings.
She's been in the WNBA for 5 years already. She looks young, but
27 years old.
have a lot. Well, since she's 22, she's been in the WNBA. Amazing.
I'm 33, and I just think about, I look at these women moving up and down the court, and my knees are cracking here from the booth. Nice defense, good hands. Feet up and finish by Plum.
That's turnover number 15 for Belgium, and USA have made 19 points from those turnovers.
Ooh, risky pass in the middle. In and out, open look. Rizimo misses. McBride will keep it. Feed down low, banging Jones. Count it. And one chance for Brianna Jones.
And now USA is having fun. They already established their game. The game, it's happening as they want it to happen, with their rhythm, with their synergy.
And we're gonna see Stephanie Dawson check in for Team USA. Jones misses the free throw, which would have made that a 3-point play and given her team a 20-point lead. 90 seconds left here in the third quarter. Lissawa off the curl. Her teammate misses it. Put back though. Wowza. Billy Massey there catching the remains from Abdelkader.
Yes. Maxwella is so good at reading the offense. She just moves so well with the player, and you know how to. She knows how to read the offensive moves that players are gonna do.
Natalia, last night, Belgium here playing on this court against Puerto Rico. Their starters playing heavy into that contest. Do you think fatigue is playing into what we're seeing right now on the floor?
Yeah, of course, because they won in a very comfortable way, but it was still a very physical game.
USA out in transition, no dribbles needed. Outlet to Plum, finished by Gray.
Points 13 and 14 of fast breaks.
These tournaments, you have to do a lot in a very little amount of time.
See, you know what? It happens with Belgium. For example, they probably tire, but in the USA case, it's hard not to play the first game because you're the cold team. You're supposed to be the team that has no rhythm.
Natalia, after 3 quarters, Team USA out in front by 19. It's 63-44 with 10 minutes left to play. Belgium, a lot on the line. They could secure their Sydney ticket now, or
they got to go to Dominican Republic and win and beat Russia. Well, it's still Puerto Rico on the team, you know, but you just want to prove that you can win.
Yes, in fact, this competition will continue for the next few days. Right now, though, USA showing us just about every different crayon they have in their coloring box. Lots of options, lots of depth.
Gray using her body. Defense collapse. Pass to Hamby. Aleman. Those were Linskin's first 2 points on the third quarter. Aleman again. Right in front of Hamby. Great with the ball. Back door. Nice. Beautiful back door there.
Remember, for all of you watching at home, you can scan this QR code for complete coverage of the FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup qualifying tournament. This will take you to the official FIBA website. That's where you're going to find a comprehensive blend of content. We're talking latest news, statistics, photo galleries, video highlights, all these women and more. Also, shameless plug for our social media channels too. You want to be following at FIBA WWC on Instagram and Twitter. Behind the scenes content. You really get to see the personality of these players beyond the court. And trust me, there's a lot of downtime when you're in a bubble and having to stay in one hotel to be safe. So I always enjoy scrolling through at FIBA WWC. They do a great job here. Linskins, that's where they're gonna have to go to make up some ground. Plum slowing things down. Time is on USA's side. McBride off the screen, a beauty for Kayla McBride.
You have to give credit to the screen that Brianna Jones showed.
Corner pass. Nisimon back on the floor. Lisawa deep from range. She'll get him to go down for three.
And those are Maxwell's first 3 points of the game.
Atkins passes it all the way to Plum on the opposite side. A beautiful curler in for Plum.
She's so efficient. She had 10 points, but I want you to know that she had only played 10 minutes.
High efficiency there from Plum.
The highest score, it's from Brianna Jones, 12.
Aleman throws it away. USA running. Plum tried a Euro there, got knocked in the face, holding her nose as she hits the floor. Kelsey Plum taking it in hard, and then here.
Good pass. Nice.
She's skating out there.
Euro step, yes. She was hit by her elbow, by Maxwell's elbow there. Maxwell knew.
And now the lefty on the free throw line. Makes it count. Plum now leading all scorers with 13 points.
Plum's mother was a volleyball player. Her father was a football player. So she comes from an athlete family.
The pedigree on display here on the world stage. Wow, she tried to go for a reverse inside, competing for that Garrett Linskins.
9 for her.
Dawson thought about it in the corner. And a whistle.
I think she got blood.
So it looks like Plum will have to clean that up. And the official holding the timeout. Yep, coming from her nose. Natalia, you've been there, right, as a player?
You want to play, you got 10 minutes, you want to get some more minutes. And look at her.
The strength of these women.
She plays 3-on-3, and whoever plays 3-on-3 can play anything, because that's the toughest. Like, I can't even tell you how physical that game is. And Plum is one of the best in the world.
And so they're going to make her substitute out to maybe clean up that blood a little bit. But look how upset she is. I wanted to stay out there.
Of course.
Don't take me out, coach. Oh, I love the grittiness. So Mitchell on the floor for Dawson, three-pointer, nothing but net! The center showing off her range. Going baseline, shaking everybody. Lissawa making them answer. It's hard to make up with a lot of two-pointers, though, when USA is shooting three balls.
It's hard, yes. Maxwell, once again, another steal.
Lissawa taking the attack, no whistle. Mitchell, baseline, back out, taken away by Alaman. Screen by Massima, no, it's coughed up. Atkins to Mitchell. We have a lot of balls going all over the place.
He got messy. It's Belgium's ball.
The call was a kickball against USA, so here we go.
7 turnovers for Belgium, 10 for USA.
So Julie Alaman, the point guard, the steady hand for Belgium. Running the offense. A hand check call against USA and Dearica Hamby. Her second personal here. I don't think anything to afraid about at this point, right, Natalia? With 6:39 to play in the fourth. Abdelkader creates some space, shifty move, 2 more for the hot hand of Ben Abdelkader. USA still staying out in front. Right now, 19, make it 21.
And that was created by attacking the gaps. She was totally open. She had 4 points.
Abdelkader now top of the key. Nisaman hands it off in for Lissawa.
Any points that they can get from second chances are more than welcome.
Nisaman, more of the facilitator here in this second half, has been silent from the scoreboard.
It was going to be a tough game for her. All, defense is collapsing. And plus the assistant coach from the opposite time was your coach. He knows your strength.
That's right, because on the bench for Team USA is Mike Tebow, the head coach of the Mystics. What a nice perk in game planning. Abdelkader from deep, she hits another 3!
Isn't she one of the most wonderful shooters that you've seen in your life? She has so much confidence.
17 points, the separation here with 5 minutes to play. And a timeout is called after back-to-back three-pointers by Belgium.
Julie Aleman to Maxwella. She was very far. There was a shot that was taken from far, far away. Abdelkader, the way, she feels so comfortable on that three-point line.
On the backside, once the pick and roll happens, the other side is just quiet. I know it's the last 4 minutes, but it's 5 minutes. But we gotta stay talking so we can cover up for each other.
Chelsea Gray, you have Kelsey Mitchell. Plum, you're the 2. Plum, you're the 2. Here's what I want. AT, cut into this thing. All right? So, this is Chelsea. I want Atkins right here. AT, cut into it. The other 2 are space. Chelsea, you're going to hit. Sprint to screen for Ariel. Basket cut it that's open, great. If not, you might have a shot. If not, DHO and play. Okay, got it? Yeah. Marco 3, Marco 3.
USA trying to soak up every opportunity they have. It's limited time with these rosters, these coaches, these players.
She's probably, this team is maybe, you're going to see them together in any other tournament. So what is being taught here, she will continue using with the USA format.
So you'll notice Plum is back out there. The blood cleaned up. Lisawa skip pass. Trying to go high-low in a foul call before the play. So a hold call against Kelsey Plum.
I don't know what's your perception, but I think Minsteman looks a little bit tired. She has so many minutes yesterday, and today she's having a lot of minutes too.
Aliman dialing it up. And Misaman played 37.5 minutes last night.
She did.
Wild. Lisawa guarding Gray tightly. Ambi misses. And an opportunity here for Belgium to keep closing in the gap. Misaman looking for the pass. It's not even the shot first, Natalia. Kiss off the glass. A bunny by Massey now cuts the lead to 13.
You just said it. Today she's doing the facilitator work, and yesterday she had 7 assists.
Plum, jumper, mid-range, money. Yep. Misaman, by the way, on double-double watch, 9 points, 9 rebounds. Will look to drive this go around and 1. She's got 11.
That was a mismatch there because Plum was defending her, so she's taller, she's stronger. She decided to attack on the left side. There's the replay there. She attacked. Great hair by Plum, but Misaman can shot over her.
Her first points of the half. And she's at the free throw line with a chance to add 1 more. A miss in the paint, catches her own rebound. 2 more from Misaman. It's an 11-point game. Ray staying with it, tipped away, fouled Lisawa.
Maxwella can only do so much. Gray is stronger than her, so one-on-one she can use her body to move her and finish.
Pretty shot by Chelsea Gray.
Gray have experience in Spain. She played with the Girona in Spain. She also played in Turkey with Botas. She played in Turkey with the Bajana. So these players have been all around the world, especially in Europe.
9 points for Gray. She's got 8 assists as well. Net on the floor. USA making it tough, but Misaman, that's what she likes.
It's like she's a facilitator, but whenever she wants to take over the offense, she can do that as well.
Misaman, by the way, had hit that double-double after that rebound and put back after the missed free throw. Everybody had a hand in this loose ball. It's going to stay with Team USA.
And Belgium is winning this fourth quarter 24-16. They are trying to do that comeback. But as I said, it's very hard to play with USA team, the catch-up game. But there's still game. It's an 11-point difference right now, and they have the momentum.
Under 3 minutes to play. High-low. Jones goes to work. A beauty in the post.
Have been unstoppable in this fourth quarter. She had 14.
Abdelkader, the hot hand. Nesiman looks cutter, extra pass made. Risoa trying to go up with it. Abdelkader hits it for 3. The lead down to 10. USA led by as many as 20. Off Remet, what a smart play by Atkins.
That's having your head in the game. Smart. Maxwella. Abdelkader, that's her 3rd of 7 3-pointers. She tried, she have 3.
Fresh shot clock. Lloyd on the floor. Throws it up, it's a miss. 3 white jersey secures the rebound. Abdelkader shaking off Lloyd, takes it in again. 5 straight points.
It's her time. There's some players that when game gets close, they want to have the balls in their hands.
Nobody guarding Thomas. Misses it in open court. Risoa absorbing a foul here, and Belgium keeps on rolling.
And USA have not been able to score in the last 4 possessions. Yes, that was a great sub there. Plum is back. The experienced guard is back in the court.
Risoa looking for that skip. She's going to draw and dish. Screen comes in for Abdelkader. She'll float it in, goes off the back left rim. A heat check. A minute to play. 8-point ball game. In the corner, sitting, waiting patiently, Lloyd. That feels like the dagger, Natalia.
That's a class shot. Very important. Her 2nd 3-pointer of the game.
Combine that with a timely steal. Thomas then coughs it up herself. Belgium very much trying to make this a contest. Got to score in a hurry here. Foul comes in. It's going to be the 4th team foul for Team USA.
It's USA reaction after Belgium's reaction. Thomas to Jewel Lloyd, boom. That's why she's one of the best 3-point shooters of the USA. You know, some players are very good 3-point shooters, but it's a different thing to be a good 3-point shooter when there's like 6 seconds, 1 minute. When the game is close, not everybody can make those shots.
Risoa hits 2 free throws, brings it within 9, but the clock is running low. Shot clock is off. Kelsey Plum with the rock, and may just dribble this one out, guys. And she does exactly that. USA keeps Belgium at bay. They inflated the lead to as many as 19 and sealed the victory here today by 9, 75-84.
So people don't understand why in this level they keep playing until the last second. I'm surprised the USA didn't shot that ball. There's goal average in FIBA for points. So you play until the last second. Great win by this USA team. Great reaction on that last quarter.
Head coach Cheryl Reeves gets her first victory as the head coach of Team USA. Meanwhile, Belgium will look to pick up the pieces. They're heading to Santo Domingo to face Russia on Sunday. Team USA stays unbeaten here. 39 straight victories in FIBA competition. The #1 team in the world playing like one here in Washington, D.C. Look at those final stats, Natalia. What stands out to you?
The percentage, how they went high for the USA after the first quarter. The rebound they finished, they ended up winning them. The amount of steals, that talks about the intensity of the defense, 11. But we have to talk about something that is not there. The 46 points off the bench, of the players that were coming off the bench.
And for Team USA, Coach Reeves told us, you just meet for 5 days. You're trying to learn everybody's strengths, lineups, how to play to all of that. And I think what you just said right there, Natalia, was very telling, the bench production.
Yeah. Well, actually, sometimes you think, does USA really have a bench? Because any of them can be a starter, but the only 5 can start. But the reaction from the players that comes off the bench was a key factor tonight in this game.
And Belgium didn't back away. Linskins, that hampered her early. 3 early fouls. This would have been a different game.
Yes, definitely. She had to go to the bench early on. That's why Mizima had to have so many minutes. You have to count on her for the rebounds and the post plays, offensive points, because you cannot take them out both. One of them needs to be inside, and in this case was Emma Mizima, because Linskins had foul trouble. Great pass there.
Really fun to see this new make roster for Team USA step out here on home turf. They're the host nation. And showed us so many different facets to the game. I think they were worried not having a big in the past, like a Brittany Griner or Sylvia Charles or Brianna Stewart, that a lot of their transactions would have to happen on the outside.
Yeah, but they still very strong and very athletic. And they were able to even win the amount of rebounds that were taken in the game. And because of their guards are so athletic as well, they will follow their shots and go get rebounds.
Plum's efficiency, the finger roll there on the left. Took an elbow to the nose. Unwavered as she led the way for Team USA. 16 points, 3 assists, a 21 efficiency rating.
In 15 minutes.
In 15 minutes?
That's what's impressive. The amount of money. But if you see Cheryl, she rotates very well. Everybody played today. And only Lisa Thomas played 30 minutes, but the rest of them.
And Misaman now will try to take her team and secure their bid to the FIFA World Cup Championship. They got to win one more game, and that's going to take place in Santo Domingo. They are heading out tomorrow to the Dominican Republic to face Russia. So this is the current standings as of today. Game day number 2. You see, obviously they won. Belgium, they are 1-1. Russia, we will see later this weekend. And then Team USA and Puerto Rico go toe-to-toe here in Washington, D.C. tomorrow at 4:30. It's all about some hoops and a ticket to the FIFA World Cup in Sydney, Australia. Lots more basketball to come here from Washington, D.C. For Natalia Melendez, I'm Despina Barton. We say good night. The final score, Team USA 84, Belgium 75. More Group D action to come Saturday as #1 USA matches up against Puerto Rico. We'll see you then.